Hi, I'm Chad from Conair, and in today's video we want to talk about the holiday shutdown and a couple of things you can do to make the shutdown and the restart process a lot easier. The first thing you want to do before you just start shutting equipment down is take note of those operational settings. Save any recipes, make a checklist for yourself for when it's time to restart the equipment. If you'd like to know more information about saving recipes, I'll put a link to a video up above where we talked about that process. Another thing you want to make sure you do is follow all the proper cool down and shutdown procedures. When you're shutting down for a holiday break, this is not the time to just hit that e-stop button and walk away for a week. You want to make sure in this example that the dryer is properly cooled down and shut down. So you want to hit stop on the dryer control, let it go through that cool down and shut down process properly before turning it off. Another thing you want to do is make sure that your equipment is ready for easy restart after the holiday. This planned shutdown time is the perfect opportunity to review in your manual the preventive maintenance checklist. Go through those steps and any of that maintenance that needs done in the next few weeks. It's probably better to do it now during the planned shutdown than during a future shutdown that wouldn't be necessary. This is also a great time to complete some visual inspections. You want to check all your conveying lines, make sure that they're on properly, that the hose clamp is tight, and that there's not any cracks or tears in these lines. Similarly, this is a great time to check those drying hoses. Again, you want to make sure that the clamps are installed properly and that the hoses don't have any cuts or tears in them. You also want to take this opportunity to check filters. Here's a good example of checking the process filter on your dryer. You want to pull it out, visually inspect it. This one looks good, so we'll put it right back in. But if you would have needed to replace it, now is the perfect time to do that. You can also go through your plant and use this time to inspect any bends and elbows for any wear. If you've got a granulator, now's a great time to check that screen and replace the knives if they're dull. This is also a great time to check those dust bins underneath your cyclone or dust collector. Don't forget to go up on the mezzanine or check on top of the hoppers where you may have receivers or loaders. This is the perfect time to check those filters in your receivers and loaders, and if they look like this, it's time to replace them. And last but not least, this is a great time to check the inventory of your spare parts. If there's something you need ordered, go ahead and order those parts now so that they arrive after you get back from holiday break and you can quickly install or replace those parts as necessary. It's also a good idea to have spares on hand of the items that you might use most frequently. For example, those loader filters. That way when you take the lid off, you can go ahead and put the new filter in when you take the old one out. So as a review, 4 key things you want to do before you shut down for the holiday. Number 1, take note of your settings, save recipes, and make a restart checklist. Number 2, ensure that your equipment is ready for shutdown. Follow the cool down and shutdown procedures to make sure that the equipment and your material is not damaged. Number 3, take this planned shutdown as an opportunity to go through those maintenance checklists. Follow the maintenance checklist in the user guide for your equipment and make sure that anything that's going to need done in the relative near future gets done during this planned shutdown. And number 4, check your inventory of spare parts, order anything that you need so that you have it in stock to start a great new year. From all of us here at Conair, happy holidays and a happy new year to you. We'll see you in 2023.